Yes. You know, as you mentioned this, I'm thinking about an exercise that I often do. In fact, just yesterday in class, I did it with my students, and you probably recall it from our course. The exercise goes as follows. Imagine that a spell of anonymity has been cast on you. From now on, and for the rest of your life, no one will know what you do. Only you and you alone will know about all the ones that you do, about all the people that you help, about how successful you are, how good you are. You and you alone will know about all the things that you do. In such a world of anonymity, in such a world where no one knows what you do, what would you do? Now, this is an exercise that I've done with myself, and I've done it with others. And the purpose of the exercise is not to say, okay, so you should only do those things that you would do in a world where no one knows. No, it's not. But what it is, it's about distilling your inner voice, clarifying your inner voice, understanding what it is that you really, really, really want to do, independent of others' expectations, independent of others' thoughts about you or what you should be doing. So it's about finding that inner voice. Now, the reason why it's important is because external voices are very loud, and they very often are much louder than the internal voice, to the point where we don't hear our inner voice. And this exercise can be helpful. It doesn't guarantee, but it can be helpful in, as you put it, level these two voices. And both are important, the external as well as the internal. Both should be listened to.
Now, besides, because we don't know if we are going to reach our goals. We don't know. You can put your 100% effort, but you don't know. You don't know if you are going to wake up alive tomorrow. You don't know. So happiness is the path, as many people say.
Yes, and this is a very important distinction. You see, essentially there are two very different schools of thought when it comes to happiness. One school of thought says happiness is about achieving your goals. So you want to be happy, have goals, achieve them, and when you achieve them, that's when you feel fulfilled. That's when you're happy. This approach to happiness is mostly prevalent in the Western world. This is what we're taught. You want to be happy, so get into this university. You want to be happy, get this job. You want to be even happier, make so much money, i.e. get to this milestone. You want to be happier, have this big house, big car. Check, check, check all the boxes. This is what happiness is about. And this is what most people in the West actually believe. On the other hand, come people who say, no, this is absolutely wrong. If it were true, then all the wealthy people in the world would be extremely happy, and all students in the top university in the world would be happy, and all people driving a luxury car would be happy. And we know that's not true. It's very far from being true. In fact, when people, we know that when people fulfill their goals, yeah, they're happy, but only momentarily. When they buy their dream car, they're happy, but very quickly they go back to where they were before. When they get their dream job, initially and make all that money, they're happy, but only for a short while. So it's not about reaching goals. They say it's all about being in the present, living in the here and now. Forget goals, they say. Just be mindful, be present, and then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
My take, looking at the research, looking at the at both East and West, is that both are partially true. Meaning, I'm not for throwing away goals. Absolutely not. I'm actually for having goals. At the same time, I also know that the achievement of those goals, that's not the prescription to happiness. So how do you synthesize these two schools of thought? The one hand, have goals, this is what happiness is about. On the other hand, just be present. It's about seeing goals for what they are. And what I mean by that is that goals should be looked at as facilitating our enjoyment of the present moment. In other words, goals are not the ends. They are means towards the end. And the end is enjoying the present moment, enjoying the path, as you put it. However, in order to enjoy this path, goals are important. Because when I have a goal that I'm passionate about, that gets me out of bed every morning, then this facilitates, allows me to enjoy the present much more. You know, if I just wake up in the morning and I say, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life, but I'll just be present. You know, maybe I could find happiness, or maybe some people can, I'm not sure. But if I wake up in the morning and I say, I want to spread happiness in the world. And for me, the way to do it is by writing and teaching. And then I get to my computer and I start to write, whether it's lesson plans or whether it's my books. That's what I'm passionate about. And that's when I experience joy and happiness in the present moment as I go along the path. It's having that passion and being present.